What's going on, everybody? Welcome back one more time. In this video I'm just trying to teach you that how to set up your personal web hosting server for free. Now it's a different kind of server, a different kind of cPanel that you can actually use this, but for me I'm just using for server Amazon AWS server, and for cPanel I'm just using the CyberPanel because both are free and both are very stable to use your website hosting. Now, why you need personal web hosting server? There's a different kind of reason actually. If you have a website, let's say you have a website and you host your website with a sharing hosting, and then you just receiving lot of traffic, and those hosting cannot handle your user, and your website starting to show lot of error, and this is why you need a personal web hosting server. This is really important. So I will show you that how exactly you can set up a personal web hosting server fully free right now. So let's do it. So as you can see here, I'm in my computer screen, and I am in my AWS Amazon AWS dashboard. Here is actually, so I'm just using EC2 for this purpose. So what is EC2? EC2 means elastic cloud computing, and with this EC2 you can build a web hosting server, email server, and a lot of other processes. So let's do it. So I'm just simply clicking the EC2 here. So once you click the EC2 here, you can see I have a 2 instance running, and already those EC2 are doing great for web hosting server, basically a personal web hosting server. So as you can see here, I am in my AWS panel. So you have to just select the region. Here you can see there's a lot of region I have available. So actually which region you want to host your server. So basically every web hosting has UK and US servers, so I'm typically selecting the US for this tutorial purpose. So as you can see here is the 4 US region is available. So from those I'm just using Northern California now. So once I select the region here, it will appear the dashboard regarding to this region, and it will available more EC2 now. So as you can see here, I have no EC2 launch in this region here. So what I'm going to do, I'm just going to click the launch instance here. So as you can see, I'm just going to click the launch instance. Once I click, and it will load up another page here. So once it load up here, the main thing you have to understand, so watch it very carefully if you don't know how to do this. So here you can see I have a different kind of option is appeared here. So let's close it up right now. Alright, so first thing first, you need to put a name of your web server. So as you can see here, easy, my web server. So let's say this web server name is my first server. Alright, so my first server. And for OS you have to select Ubuntu. Basically for web hosting server, Ubuntu is working pretty fantastic, and for web hosting panel you can use the cPanel or any other panel, but those panel cost you money and you have to purchase this thing. For now I'm just going to use a free panel, so that's why I'm just using CyberPanel now. But most of the thing is that you will get CyberPanel for free here for one single click. So this is pretty amazing. So I'll show you how can you do this. So here you can see I have a different kind of option here, search for catalog of 1000 of the application and OS image. So here I simply type CyberPanel. So once you type the CyberPanel and hit enter, you will find this 3 result actually here. You can see it will appear the CyberPanel here. So as you can see here, this is the CyberPanel itself, and you simply click the select button here. So once you click the select button, it will appear some option here, some price, product details, and some price tag. And you doesn't have to see this for different kind of reason, because this is typical things, but you can actually use this in AWS trial account. That's not a problem really. So here I'm just clicking the continue button here. So once you click the continue button, it will select as AMI for hosting server. So as you can see, I have my AWS Marketplace AMI here, and it will basically 32 and 64 bits, and also it's selected as a root device for EBS. So now you have to select the instance type. So how can you select the instance type? So as you can see here, it's by default selected T2 micro here for 1 GB RAM and 1 CPU. But actually for this is the actually trial account of CyberPanel actually. But if you purchase the CyberPanel, then you can use for more RAM, but for trial panel it will support maximum 2 GB of RAM and 2 CPUs. So I'm here selecting the 2 GB instance right now. But you have to keep the one thing in mind, that is if you select the 2 GB of RAM, then it will charge you money into the Amazon associate dashboard. So you have to select the maximum 1 GB of RAM. As you can see, it's free tier eligible. So once you select it, all the way you need to do is just here, I'm just demonstration purpose, so I'm just selecting the 2 GB of the RAM. So I just select the 2 GB of the RAM, and here you have to select the key pair. So what is key pair actually? Key is the alphanumeric key that is provide you the security of this panel, because someone just trying to DDoS attack to your website or your panel, so it will protect your panel and your website from those type of attack or any kind of virus attack. So this is really important to create a new key pair. So I have a different kind of key pairs that actually you can see here, but for this I'm just not using the old key pair, I'm just using a new key pair here. So I'm just selecting the key pair here, simply click it here and give it a name, something like my web server. Alright, so everything is okay. Now you have to create the key pair. Simply click the create a key pair here. So once you click the key pair here, it will download a pem.pem file. This is the key. I will show you how to use this next later on this video. Just keep watching. Alright, so next thing is that you have to just use this network thing. So just follow as I do. So you have to select the all HTTP and HTTPS traffic here, and also you have to do some custom things here. So let's click the edit option here. So as you can see, this is the edit option, and once you click the edit option, you have the additional information is coming up. So here you can see this custom TCP. You have to select the all TCP anywhere, and you have to select the all UDP, and it will by default anywhere. So you select the HTTPs, you have to select the HTTPS, and then you have to select the one more thing, that is SSH. As you can see here, this is the SSH. I'm just selecting the SSH and keep the port as it is, and also select from custom to anywhere. So once you're done, you have to move to the next part, and that is the configure the storage. So how much storage you actually want for this particular private hosting. So typically private hosting has 10 GB to 30 GB of the storage, and this storage are using it for host a lot of shared hosting website. But actually you can use up to 30 GB, and I think it's pretty enough to run your plenty of website actually. So here you can see by default it's set out to 8 GB, but I'm just changing it to 30 GB because we are just using to max value of these things. So here you can see free to eligible customer can use the 30 GB of this general purpose SSD. So once you everything have, it's almost done, and also you can use it. Let's review everything that is okay. So let's check it out that everything is okay. So network setting is okay, enable security groups and everything. Alright, so looks everything good. So once you have everything ready, then you have to just launch the instance. Once you click the launch the instance, and it will show you the how much time it take to instance launch. As you can see, it's 77%, and voila, it's launched. So if you click here, you can see it's pending. It will take 5 to 10 minutes to get everything ready. So once it's done, you have next thing we need to do is just create a elastic IP. Now what is elastic IP? Elastic IP is something is that as you can see here, this is we already get a IP here, which is actually public IPv4, and this IP is actually changing every time, because let's say you have copy this IP and add a domain as a record, and this IP is actually changed itself and after 5 to 10 minutes, so it will showing you error to your website when you are starting to visit. So to resolve this problem, we have to create a elastic IP. So how can you create actually elastic IP and associate with this? So let's do it. So here you can see I have my option here. So I'm just scrolling a little bit, and as you can see here in network and security group, you can find this elastic IP. So I'm just simply click the elastic IP here, and once you click, and here you can see the elastic IP option will appear. So just simply click this button here, that allocate elastic IP address. So once you click here, it will just show you this option, that Amazon pool of IPv4 address. You have to select this option as a by default because you cannot select this additional option here. So once you select this, you can add a tag. Actually, let's say add a tag here, that my web server. So here you just actually create a tag. So once you create a tag, all the way you need to just click the allocate button. So once you click the allocate button, it will give you a new IP that called 5252.231 and 193. This is your new IP. So now all you need to do, you need to associate this elastic IP with your instance that we have created a few minutes ago. So simply click the associate this elastic IP address here, and it will appear some option here. Here you can see there's two options. You can associate this elastic IP with the instance or network interface or any other server that you want to use, but actually for now we are just using this for instance. So once you have this option, you just select this instance, and then you just have to select this instance name. So as you can see here, it will by default appear here. So once I click it here, it will select itself, and then you have to select the private IP. So once I click here, it will appear the private IP that we saw few minutes ago. So you simply select the private IP and allow us to be reassociated. Then you simply click the associate. So once you click it, it will associate this IP with the web hosting server. So if we go through the EC2 dashboard, here you can see we have a running instance that is running pretty simple, and it's already running. So as you can see here, it's 2.2 check passed. That means everything is running pretty simple. So as you can see here, this is our IP that we are associated few minutes ago, and this is the called elastic IP as 179 is the last number. So the next thing you need to do is just install a simple software that called PuTTY. So what we do with PuTTY, to access the server and gain the username password of this panel, of this web hosting panel, we have to use the PuTTY. So how exactly you can get the PuTTY? You simply go to the Google and search for PuTTY. Here you actually can download the PuTTY here. Just simply click download and it will download the PuTTY in your computer. So I have already PuTTY installer, so I'm just skipping this part. So once you have it, you simply search for PuTTY gen. Once you search for PuTTY gen, you have to just load the key. This key is actually my web server PEM. You have to load this key. So let's load it out. So you simply click the load here and go to the download section. Then you have to select the all file. So once you select the all file, you can select the web server PM. So once you select the web server PM, then all you need to do, just save this private key. Save this as a private key. So click it here. You have to select the private key. Let's say so I just select it as a my private key here. So once you select the private key, then you can close this option. So once you close this option, all the way you need to do just one thing, is that you have to open the main PuTTY again and then copy this IP. Just simply copy this IP from here, and then you have to just paste this IP here. And also I have a different kind of IP here, you can see, and then you have to just select the key for authentication. So let's say we save this my main private key here. So find it out in my folder. So you can see the my private key, and it will select the my private key here. So once you have it, all the way you need to just click the open button here. So once you click the open button, it will show you the security alert. It's actually the basic security alert for the first time. So once you click it, and it will appear here. So let's say how can you connect actually. So let's find out the main name here. So as you can see here, this is the root, so you can use this root name here and the password will appear out. So once you open it up, you have to just log in as Ubuntu. Actually, you type Ubuntu. So once you select Ubuntu, and boom, you can see here, this is our cyber panel hosting, our private hosting server information. So simply you go to copy everything, just simply select everything with your mouse and copy it here, copy in safe place of your notepad. So this is the address actually we are just used to access to our panel, web panel is actually. So here you can see that do you wish to update this system right now? This will update the web server as well. Alright, so we just use Y to use the server. Alright, so it will not work. So the next thing is that we are just going to get our password for admin password and for database password, but we don't need database password right now, so we need admin password. So we just simply copy this command here. You simply copy this command here and just paste it here, and it will show you the password here. So you can see this admin password, so you simply select it and copy it to your folder is actually, and boom, we are done. So now we can access our web hosting server, brand new web hosting server. So as you can see here, this is the IP. I simply copy this IP to my clipboard, and actually you can paste it here to access your cyber panel web hosting. This is your personal web hosting server. So first time it will take some time to load up everything, and then you can actually use this for different kind of portion. Actually, I think this is the not IP, because this IP is different, so we need to use this IP. So actually, as you can see here, we are just using the elastic IP, so we just simply replace it. So now you just copy this IP. Don't forget to change it, because sometimes it's bind up with the previous IP, because the previous IP is not working after associate with the elastic IP. So you every time you want to access your panel, you need to use the elastic IP. So I'm just simply click it here, and as you can see here, this is the showing me the privacy URL. That means the SSL URL is actually. We can basically solve this problem later, because we need to install the SSL. So now, so you simply click the advanced here and proceed to this button actually here. You can see, so once you click it, it will appear the main site. So as you can see here, this is the main panel itself. This is the called cyber panel here. So we simply click copy this password is actually here, and then we just type here admin, and you simply hit your password and hit the enter button, and boom, our panel is ready to use. So as you can see here, this is our brand new web hosting panel here, and here you can see we can create a new user to use to give someone access to our web hosting panel. We can use we can see the list of user. We can create a website here. You can see this is the website itself. So you can create a website. You can see the list of website. You can create a package for selling web hosting services even, or even you can access the PHP MyAdmin here. So every needy feature are available to this panel. So this is really fantastic. So this is for it. So today's video is now for it, guys, and I'll show you another video later on this channel with the very main topic. So keep subscribing my channel and also like this video. So I'll see you in the next one. Peace.